Hi, welcome back or welcome to my channel. If you're new, my name is Laura. Hi, hello, welcome. Today, Felicity is here. She has arrived. If you know, you know. So I'm just a little low energy right now, but I figured what better time to just kind of review Trend Mood's Instagram page and talk a little shit about holiday and new releases that are on the market, that are either on the market already or approaching to be on the market. So I have my phone here. I have Trend Mood listed on my phone. So I'm just gonna probably look at my phone for a good portion of this, but I will have pictures over here in this general area. And let's just talk some trash about some releases. So this is a release radar. I will let you know if I'm actually interested in any of these products or if like fantasy me would be like down to buy these and try them, or if I'm just like, nah, it ain't it for me kind of thing. The first thing I want to talk about is a Lunar Beauty release, and Lunar Beauty has been on my radar for a while now. I've really wanted to purchase some products from the brand. Lunar Beauty has launched, what is this, the Eternal Eclipse palette. Objectively beautiful palette. Like, there is something satisfying about that arrangement of shades, the colors that they are in, like the shade ranges that they are. There's something objectively beautiful about it. Now, this is something that I would buy for fantasy self, not something that I would buy for actual use. I don't reach for those deep, depthy navies enough to justify buying something like this. I think the top row of all of the really extreme metallic, like metal, or yeah, metallic metal, the mixed metal kind of shades in the top row, like those first 5 shades in the palette, those are absolutely beautiful. They really complement the matte shades well, except for the silvers. But that kind of ties into the bottom row that has 2 of those matte deep dark blues in like a gray. Absolutely beautiful palette, really objectively beautiful. Not really versatile in my opinion, but the swatches look so stunning. I would actually be keen to try the brush set that he has. I'm always interested in brushes though. That's kind of like one of my like soft spots in makeup where I just buy more and more and more. Limited decluttering happens in my brushes. I did do like a small brush declutter series earlier this year, but anyway, yeah, I would be interested in the brushes. There's some lip products as well, it looks like. I am not super interested in those, but I mean, they look nice enough. Brown tones, which I love, as you can see. The next thing I'm seeing is bronzers by Colored Rain. Now, it's hard to kind of judge what I really think of these based on the shot that I'm seeing, which you will be seeing as well. It looks poor lighting. The lighting is just poor. It looks like just possibly the owner or someone that received these in PR took a really quick snapshot of them and then sent them to Trend Mood. So it's really hard for me to judge if these are actually interesting or not, just based on the shade range, how they get. And again, this is a low lighting quality picture. The deepest shade does look deep. And then the lightest shade of bronzer doesn't look light enough to suit lighter skin tones, which I think is absolutely fine. I feel like there is a plethora on the market to suit lighter skin tones. There is not enough on the market to suit deeper skin tones. So the fact that Trend Mood has predominantly a deep, dark range, I appreciate. Then it looks like there's another brand release from Cran Case. I believe they are a Black-owned business as well. I could be mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's really cute. It's really tugging on the nostalgia vibes with the packaging. I believe Cran Case does always do like those, they look like they look like a crayon case like that you would open up, and like the Crayola crayons and stuff. This palette is kind of all over the place with a lot of repetitive shades. Now, Based on looking at it, it looks like it could be a lot of different formulas with the similar type of shade. But if I'm looking at this, this is a lot of like indigos, a lot of violets, a lot of purples. And we know I'm not super into purples, but I've been really embracing the purple lately. But this palette is just a lot of the same shade. It looks like a lot of the same shade to me. I mean, I'm counting at least half of this palette is blue and purple with like some pinks, some oranges, a little bit of green, mostly like mid to deep toned purples and blues though, in what I'm seeing at least. And I'm just kind of not interested in that. There's a new release by 𝙒𝙖 Cosmetics. It's nail polishes. I use a gel light and I use some gel polishes, so I'm just not interested in them. If you like red polishes and you have a certain undertone of red that you like more than others, I think that this could be a really beautiful collection. I just don't find a need for nail polishes. I feel like people probably have similar shades in their collections. Just based on when I had nail polishes versus gel polish, I had a lot of repetitive shades in nail polishes that I just would like buy more and more and more, because that was a makeup item that wasn't, or like a beauty item that wasn't terribly expensive and could give you a lot of versatility. So now I will say I have not really actually gone through Trend Moods pages, so a lot of these are actually just like me first impressioning on this. It looks like, who is this? Cosmetics, I want to say. Yeah, Cosmetics is launching a new eyeshadow palette. I like that Cosmetics does a little bit different style in their palettes. It looks like a little pie that's just cut out. I think that that's cute. Now, how it translates into usage, the inner corner of the triangle in those pie slices is going to be very hard to get a brush in, so you almost will use the top portion, whittle your way down, and then have to almost repress the middle corner, in my opinion. Just the way that I feel like I would use that one. The corners are gonna, I mean, and that's with any palette or pan, the edges and corners go underused because it's harder to get your brush in there. So having 3 corners, I feel like that center one too is just really, really aggressive of an angle, so it would be harder to get a brush. Now again, these are pretty. I feel like because half of the palette, or I feel like 3 shades, really it's mostly 2 shades, are those kind of reddy plummy tones that I am not interested in at all. I mean, as we are seeing that I'm wearing them today, but I'm just kind of, the fact that it's 2 of those shades look like those cranberry kind of shades that I just am not super interested in. It would definitely be a pass. I think the orange side of the palette, or like the orange shades in that palette, are absolutely beautiful. One looks like a satin finish. Then we go to like a super intense matte orange, a super metallic foiled orange, a metallic foiled cranberry, and then 2 other, like a matte cranberry and like a brown that leans a little cranberry. It's pretty. And then there looks like a tangerine lip cushion. I have enough lip products, plus it's year of the mask, so I don't know why something that looks so transferable would be sold. I get that it's wintertime in the northern hemisphere, which means that the climate is getting colder and maybe you want something more hydrating, but fact of the matter is you're wearing masks. Unless you're home and you could slap on a bunch of lip product, I don't think many people would actually be wearing that product. It might be nice to get. I don't think a lot of people are using that kind of product, myself included. This is a $100 brush set. No, it's not. Okay, so I don't know what brand this is. Beautylish? Are they? I don't know what Beautylish is. I thought that that was just like a makeup site, like you would buy like Beauty Bay or Ulta or Sephora. There is a 4-piece brush set for $100. No. Unless it's made with like Nicole Kidman's hair. No. Why is it $100? No. Okay, and then after that strong tangent of no's, it looks like, I mean, I've kind of been seeing this. Kylie Cosmetics is doing a Grinch collab. Again, weird collabs. Like, what is going on with like the year of the weird collabs. We had Coca-Cola and Morphe, Candyland and Colourpop, The Grinch and Kylie. Like, I just don't really understand the collabs this year. I like the palette. I actually think the palette is super cute. The shades I absolutely love. Maybe I should see if I could do a dupe the like palettes I want but low-key already have that Haley did. I will link her video down in the cards. She did a dupe, like a palettes I want but already have. This palette, Haley, let me know if you're looking or like watching this video and you're looking at this and you think the Avocado Toast palette by BH Cosmetics resembles this. Because just like briefly glancing at this, this definitely reminds me of the Avocado Toast palette. So let me know your thoughts on that. The shimmer eyeshadows or like the eye like glazes, the one things in the pot that you like put on with your finger, I think those are beautiful. The green one especially is so stunning, that minty kind of green that I'm just like obsessed with. I think that's absolutely beautiful. And then there's a lip set, which I've never tried the Kylie lip formula, but I'm sure because we're all wearing masks whenever we go out. So if you're wearing a lip product, you're going to want a matte liquid lipstick. I don't know how comfortable Kylie's formula is, but I think right now for the season of life we're all finding ourselves in, a matte liquid lipstick formula is probably better. And then the lip glosses that are in this collection are actually really cute. So is the highlight. It's almost like green leaning, but is this just like regular eyeliners? No, these are shadow sticks also. Again, I like the green one. Everything else I could probably do without. I actually, when I see shadow sticks like this, I remember panning the metallic eyeliner that I had in my 20 favorites, I want to say, earlier this year. I think it was my 20 favorites. It could have been a different project pan earlier this year. I panned a metallic eyeliner pencil. I loved that. That helped me learn how to like map out a cut crease. So I can see that this would be a good thing for like a beginner to learn how to do cut creases. You could kind of map out shapes and then put the shimmer on top of it, and it already has kind of a metallic color to it, so you wouldn't have to worry about like really matching it up to a line, so to speak. So I think the shadow sticks are cute. Oh, and then, but wait, there's more. There's lipsticks too. The lipstick formula looks like a satin matte finish and it looks comfortable. I don't understand the metallic shade that looks like a highlighter, but there is that. Then it looks like Physicians Formula is launching a face palette that has, I think it's about 4 bronzers. I get why you would make a face palette. I don't get why you would put 2 bronzers, 2 highlights, and then honestly, there's a mood boosting blush, and then a multicolored pressed powder, which, I mean, depending on how fair you are, both of those could probably work as a bronzer. So realistically, this palette is super suited to fair skin tones, and I mean, it's a pass. It's just a pass. Colourpop has done another release yet again. Shocker. And it looks basically like everything they've put out for the past 6 months. So the Ménage à Moi palette looks like every plum tone palette they've released this year. Honestly, making mauves, blushing, whatever that blush one, Blush Crush maybe. They had like 3 other blush tone palettes. And then the Boudoir Noir palette kind of resembles the Wild Nothing palette, and then the subsequential palettes that launched during that like kind of cactusy line. It looks like a hodgepodge of those palettes mixed with like 1 or 2 shade from the Raw Beauty Kristi one. It's just a big no. The only shade that I'm interested in is called Late Text, which is kind of like a matte olivey tone, which I have so many of them. I'm sure you have dupes of these in your collection already, especially if you bought anything from Colourpop in the past 6 months. I'm confident you have at least the vibes of that collection. They're launching 2 more Glitterily Obsessed. I don't like that product at all. I think that they are horrible. They have some luxe lip glosses, which I've never tried. The colors look pretty. It looks like just an array of soft nudes and mauves, which look pretty. The blushes that would only work for fair skin tones, kind of whatever. I'm sure you have blushes or can use something as a blush. Something I thought was really cute. Okay, so not a negative. This is not a negative one. Something I thought was actually really cute. It looks like, who is this? Starface. They do the acne pimple patches that you guys know I love. I rave about, like anything with hydrocolloid that has the acne like ripping out benefits to it. I love those acne patches so much. This brand in particular does the star-shaped ones normally that are like cute little yellow stars that you just like slap on your face. Like, remember the 90s when you would put the stickers on the ceiling that were like glow in the dark? No, that's kind of what those stickers remind me of. They're doing a Hello Kitty like collection with it, and that is so cute, especially if you're like a 90s kid that loves Hello Kitty like myself. I would never buy these because, one, I think that $15 for 32 of them is actually not terrible, but I would much rather have a nude one I'm not going to draw attention to literally anything on my face, whereas you are literally putting a sticker with, it's a Hello Kitty on your face. So if you have a big blemish here and you put one there, you're going to look like Nelly with the Band-Aid kind of thing. So it's really cute, and it's really cute, and I can see the appeal of it. I'm just not going to buy it. Then Glamlight is launching another palette. Glamlight has been on a roll with palettes. They did the ice cream one like maybe a month ago. They have another paint one coming out. It's cute. They already did one of the paint palettes that I don't recall what. I think the original one was just like almost primary colors, or like just like the standard rainbow that you would kind of see. This one looks a lot more vivid, a lot more neon-esque. Not neon, but like along those lines where it's like a little bit brighter. And then the shimmer shades are more plum and blue, it looks like. I don't know what the previous one was. It's a cute palette. The shape of it would drive me nuts. From what I've seen, it's like a big honking, looks like what Bob Ross uses to paint. So it's going to be a no for me, but I appreciate and think it's cute. Alamar is launching 3 more blush trios, which I'm actually interested in. I think these are really cute. I like that they have the 3 different like ones, like super light, kind of mid-toned, and then deeper. I don't know how deep they would show up on deeper complexions. I mean, especially the fair one, that's not going to show up, but the deep one, I don't know for sure how deep it would get, but they look really cute. They look really, really cute, and they look richly pigmented. I've never tried the Alamar formula. I would really like to try it, but I have so many blushes, I don't need more. So it's going to be a pass from me. However, I can appreciate and I see the value in these. I think they're absolutely beautiful. Oh, so Wayne Goss launched a palette. I don't know what the palette is called. It's just the holiday eyeshadow palette. The one that looks like they missed a pan, or like they were releasing 1 or 2 shades at a time, because 4 of the shades were like a gray and then 2 were actually colored. So I'm just perplexed. It just looks like different shades, like, and even the swatch that he posted, it just kind of like, some of the mattes just look patchy, like that. They just look patchy. Big pass from me. And then the eyeliners, once you actually put those on your eyes, the navy and then the purple, they're not going to look much different. They're just not. So pro tip, it doesn't. You think it'll make a difference, it really doesn't. KKW is launching fragrances, and the packaging looks so cool, but I feel like she's launched all of those scents before. Like, I feel like she's already launched a vanilla, I feel like she already launched a rose, and I think she already did like a peach. I could be wrong, but it just seems like it's done, but I think the packaging is so cute. Violet Voss with the Forget Me Not palette. I just don't understand the two super warm peachy shades in that palette. I don't think they ground the palette. I just think that like a normal person that uses makeup just to like wear to work and like go to the office kind of thing, if they were to get this palette, I think that they would only reach for those two shades in the top left corner and then they would not touch the rest of the palette. I don't understand the mix. This is like, you know how a lot of brands will be like, oh, let's do a pop of color and then add like a blue in. This is a blue palette with a pop of neutral. KKW Beauty now is launching, everyone's launching holiday releases, right? The holiday collection just looks underwhelming in my opinion. The blush pans look small and the eyeshadow palette looks like every other one she's put out. Haus Labs has they have 9 4-pan palettes coming out. Some of the color stories make a lot of sense. Some of them don't. So, the ones that I just kind of think were put together in a rush, I think the Seduction palette, just that super deep teal is kind of out of place. And then the Runway palette with the lime green. I think all of these are beautiful in their own aspect, but I just think those two palettes in particular kind of don't make sense to me, just color story wise. If you're looking for those kinds of shades to fill a void in your collection, by all means, I think they're interesting. What they kind of remind me of like the Snapshot palettes by Fenty. They're $24 for 4 shades, which I feel like is a steep price point for 4 eyeshadows. I don't understand ABH's releases for the holiday. So, was it last year that they released the banger that was the Sultry palette? Or was that 2 years ago? I don't even remember. What did they launch last year then, if I am making up the Sultry palette in my head? I don't know what ABH put out last year for the holidays, I guess. I don't remember. However, this year, they are launching that mini Soft Glam palette, which I think is just like a total ripoff. Why would you buy that? Especially because then, not only did they do the 10 pan or 8 pan Soft Glam palette, they're launching 2 different sets with Soft Glam. I don't understand. I don't get it. There was such a better opportunity where they could have done different sets for, a lot of times they'll do different sets for the different retailers, which in my opinion would have made sense to do different palettes for the different retailers with a set. So do the Norvina palette with a mascara and an eyeliner, do the Soft Glam palette with the lipstick and a lip gloss, and then do if you wanted to have one for the ABH site itself, do I don't even know what palettes they have, to be quite honest, anymore that are still available. I don't know, but then do whatever third palette with whatever. I just don't understand why they did Soft Glam, Soft Glam, Soft Glam. What were they trying to accomplish? I don't get it. I don't understand. Especially, I feel like Soft Glam was a palette that most people have because a lot of people like the ABH formula and want that. I don't know. I could be totally wrong, but I feel like a lot of people have the Soft Glam already. So why stuff it down our throats more? I just don't get it. Ooh. So I'm not going to buy them, but I'm very interested in, because I want to see the colors on myself. I really am interested in, and maybe it's the packaging thing is getting me, but the Fenty Beauty highlights for holiday 2020, Rose Rave and Royal Icing. Something about the fact that the packaging almost completely matches perfectly the product inside just gets me going. I think that is so pretty. I think the colors are beautiful. I did see swatches. I can't find them right now, but I did see swatches of them and they are beautiful. Well, do I need them? No. Do you need them? Probably not, but I can see how absolutely stunning those are, and the Fenty formula is actually a wonderful highlight formula. So I definitely recommend that. Holo Taco, briefly touch on, I can objectively say that the colors of the nail polish are beautiful. They really remind me of gemstones. Again, I don't need nail polish because I don't use nail polish. If Simply Nailogical came out with like a gel line, I would be much more interested in it. But they don't. I'm not. It's okay. Colourpop launched facial like massagers that look like paraphernalia, to say the least. What is it? A cooling facial globe, and they look like drug paraphernalia in my opinion. Oh, Revlon is launching a new foundation. I like the packaging on it. The shade range is not good. It's like, quite frankly, it's embarrassing. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 light shades. Light to possibly medium. And then 1, 2, 3 shades look tan-ish. And then 1 dark and 1 deep. And that's appalling. That's embarrassing. That's extremely embarrassing. That is not good. It's totally unrealistic that I would ever really wear this, but the Kaleidos Space Age Prophecy, is that what it's called? That highlight is so unbelievably pretty that it's just the shift of it with the orange to almost probably red to like gold green. It's cool. That is total fantasy self makeup. That is probably something I would never actually wear in public, but it is stunning. Stunning. Ooh, last thing, I guess. This is going to be the last item I'm going to talk about, and it is the Huda Beauty, the Naughty palette. First of all, the packaging, I think it looks just so cheap. Whatever font she used to write Naughty out, just, it looks like someone in high school was like, this is so naughty. Like, this is so naughty of me. It's just, I don't like the font that she chose to write Naughty, and that is such like a stupid reason to not like something. I get it. But then I take a look in the palette, and where some of those marble shades are so interesting, I don't understand the marble shade thing. I don't get it. I want my shades to be completely mixed up, or just give me 2 different pans of eyeshadow, in my opinion. And then the weird alien egg suspended in a goop. It like actually is so disgusting looking to me. I don't understand that. I don't get it. So, and again, I feel like all of the Huda palettes that she's released this year all look kind of the same. It looks like regurgitations of the previous launch that she just did. This definitely looks like those the light, medium, deep nude palettes that she put out, just kind of like mushed together. And maybe that's why some of those shades are marbled. Maybe she took a shade from the light one and mixed it with the deep one. I don't know. But I can't get over that space egg looking goop that's in there. It's so yucky. It's so yucky looking. And with that is going to conclude this talking some poop about releases that are on the market. I think some of the releases that they are putting out just kind of are like money grabs. Like, I hope you guys are staying healthy, staying sane, and staying safe, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye!